Hi, everybody. We're here today to tell you about the solar eclipse in Taurus coming this month, April of 2022. I'm Jamie Kale Miller. I'm in Berkeley, California, and we are the astrologers of Pandora Astrology, including
Julia Mijas joining in also from San Francisco.
And so here's the chart of this moon. So a solar eclipse is always built on a new moon. This one is a new moon in Taurus. That's the sun and the moon together in the same degree of the same sign. And you can see that Uranus is all up in this one right here next to the moon and sun. And there's a lovely harmonious sextile over here to Mars in Pisces. So we're calling this one Change Through Peaceful Stubbornness. I think that has a lot to do with Uranus signifying change, Taurus signifying stubbornness and wanting to go at things in a rather pacifistic way. And with the help of this Mars in Pisces, which because it's connecting to this moon from a harmonious angle, doesn't need to be quite the jagged little pill that Mars can be at times. And also it's in Pisces, which softens its influence quite a bit. Julia, what are your thoughts about this moon?
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned stubbornness because yes, Taurus is a really stubborn sign. And I mean, how can you get more stubborn than fixed Earth, really? But then Uranus is also weirdly stubborn too. Like Uranus is one of those contradictory planets because it's so open-minded and experimental and loves trying new things all the time. But if you ever have to get a Uranian to do something that they don't want to do, like they will dig their heels in and be more rigid than anything you've ever seen. So there's always that weird contradiction, like super experimental yet super rigid at the same time. So yeah, there's a little bit of a maybe digging the heels in with this new moon. However, other element in there is I think there's kind of a creative element to this new moon. I mean, Taurus is a Venus sign. Venus is an artistic planet. And Mars in Pisces. Pisces is also quite creative, and Mars being our drive. And Uranus has a creative quality to it too. You know, maybe not on the, maybe potentially aesthetic, but it's creative in the sense that it's innovative. It always wants to try new things, like new solutions to old problems, kind of a vibe. So there's a little bit of rigidity in here, but also a kind of creativity too that could be harnessed for all sorts of things.
I would think the artists of the world could create some pretty interesting breakthrough stuff.
Oh yeah,
like this. So this is also not any ordinary moon, it's an eclipse. An eclipse happens when the sun and the moon line up for a new or a full moon, and the nodes are nearby. And so here we have the North Node in Taurus, the South Node in Scorpio. They've entered into these signs fairly recently, just in the last couple of months. They spend about 18 months traveling through a given sign, and they travel backwards. So they're going to be traveling earlier and earlier into these signs over the course of the next year. So an eclipse happens when the sun and the moon line up with the nodes. And eclipses are times when we are made to look at our shadows. This is a solar eclipse, and a solar eclipse means that we're going to show our shadow in our behavior. It's going to show on us. It's going to be more visible as opposed to a lunar eclipse, which is more internal, more emotional. Also, this is an initializing eclipse, which I say because the eclipsed planet, which is the sun, is conjunct the North Node. And so this has a forward-looking feel to it. Julia, what are your thoughts about how those eclipse meanings integrate with all of this?
Well, the North Node being up there and it being, technically a new moon solar eclipse. New moons are initiatory, and North Node eclipses are initiatory. So it's like more like something's beginning than ending. And for the most part, it's pretty harmonious, and there's some really good strength because the moon loves being in Taurus, and Taurus is a super chill sign, and the North Node says, hey, maybe we can chill out a little bit more instead of go into the drama and the intensity of Scorpio, which is opposed in the opposite node.
Yes, definitely. And I think that Mars is also about beginning things,
Mm,
making that fiery burst, that spark that begins something. And then Uranus, all about innovation. So there could be some powerful changes that begin here, and they could begin in a way that is so gentle, so characterized by passive resistance and spiritual revolution, that they may not even seem to be that large, but they can play out over time.
yeah.
Hmm. Any other thoughts about this moon, Julia, or you think we have hit it?
Yeah, I'm feeling good with it.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting one. And I can't find my Zoom console.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching this video all about the solar eclipse in Taurus here in April. You'll find this video on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology, in the April 2022 news playlist. You'll also find it on our monthly forecast page and on our website, pandoraastrology.com, in the eclipses area. If you want a reading or to take a class, check out our website and find us and see what we can do for you. Until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.